待って。1924年、ボストン。酒と睡眠薬で記憶を振り払う第一次大戦の大一次大戦の大役軍人エドワード・ピアース。現在は立ち直りのための案件探しに苦慮する私立探偵。早急に新案件を見つけなければピアースは免許剥奪の危機である。私が狂人ならばそれはい。鈍感ゆえおぞましい最後の時まで正気を保てる者がいるならその者に神の慈悲があることを願おう。あ、終わった。結局何なんだろう。ああ、そっか。ボルトカッター、これか？違った。あれどれだっけ？あれ？しゃがんでどっか行ける。ああ、行ける。忘れてんなー。ライトがないからライト取って照らしてボルトカッター取って開けます。私に続き運命は流れたいほどにお前を引きずり込む。難しいな。声出すのが難しい。なんて粗末な捧げ物なんだ。どこ行くんだろう。抵抗はするな。お前は選ばれたのだ。あ、走るのか。別にでも追っかけられないよね。見よ。運命はもう定められている。だがお前は自身の運命を変えようとするのだろう。モブが化け物っぽいのがすごいな。あれ巡査だったのかな。巡査っぽいよな。これだからウイスキーは嫌だ。絶対こいつ違うな。既婚女性が女友達と駆け落ち、夫には理解できなかった。あ、なるほど。
Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. I used to be an avid reader. Been too long since I've slept in a bed. I wonder why I still take these things.
この 青い小瓶を全部手に入れるとトロフィー解除。でも酒は飲まない。
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
メモ帳。持ってません。ないない。ライター。
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
なんだっけ。あ、止めれるんだ。止めてセーブになるんだ。電話出ます。
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherrifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal
女の
information.
人の声どうしよう。おお、一気に。結局何がいいんだろう。話術がいいのかな。なんか結局さ、どれがいいかわかんないよな。あら、足りなかった。やっちまったね。なるほど。電力にしとこう。お？ちょっと待って。あ、そっか。なるほどね。いや、ちょっとこう。あれ？なんで？全部振らないとダメ？もしかして。お？そんなことあったっけ？あ、そんなことある。へえ。
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, do you still...
I'm coming.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
帰っていただいても結
Do
構
you
です
know
よ。
to whom you speak?
無理だな。
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl. She is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a
Mostly.
woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She
最
would
初に
never have
触れる
done
んだ
such a thing.
But if you have no proof,
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
what am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it. A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Her husband was a big deal on the island. Police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You will be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there. The Lost Battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage.
What?
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then. All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
Okay. ピアスはダメだな。ピアスはホーキンス事件を受けた。呪われた画家が火事を起こし、自らと家族を犠牲にしたとされている。唯一の手がかりとして彼女は父親に気味の悪い絵画を残していた。配送伝票の上司はダークウォーター島のツイート不当に建てられた倉庫。ここがピアスの調査の開始点になりそうだ。石焼き芋。すげえ石焼き芋。びっくりするんだ。こいつ船長だ。
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload.
力持ちだな。ポイ捨てするよな。
Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
Nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
フィッツロイは誰だっけ。違うか、フィッツロイが船長か。バーに来て喧嘩売って、うわー、この歌だよな。あ、 唾吐かれたから喧嘩売るんだ。なるほどね。
Hey, be careful.
そっかそっかそっか、理由があったんだ。キャット。
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
いいや。
Pure instinct. I behaved like a Hun, and I sincerely apologize.
Veteran, huh?
307th Infantry Regiment.
Well, that'll be okay for now. But the war is over. Try not to forget it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
ああ、そうだ。
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
そこすぐそこにいるもんね。
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
That'll be all for now.
じゃあキャットにだけ話を。
What you looking at, stranger?
I've rarely seen a woman who can hold her liquor so confidently.
What gives you the right to judge me?
It was a compliment.
So what? Let me drink, stranger.
いろいろ。あ、でもこいつあれじゃん。相棒の人じゃん。キャットの。樽に座ってる人。これか？あ、あれじゃん。
Can hear things and voices whispering.
アルジャーノン・ドレイクって古物商の人じゃん。
Gifted with its own consciousness until it finds a new reader.
あ、いたんだ。なるほどね。
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens. We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course. They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last.
The biggest. One of the miraculous catch. Exactly.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
It's a local legend?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report.
What report?
The one that's framed right behind you. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Okay.
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed. My God.
あ、そうなんだ。
She will do it again. The girl doctor, cold. She won't stop asking.
Not that again. She will get us in trouble.
あれ、謝ったから OK だよね。
What can I get you?
いや、OK。
That'll be all for now. Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker and a debtor. Interesting.
ああ、2番目の人。OK。フィッツロイ。
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
これか。
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. That's all I'll get from them.
OK。
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
被爆書進捗した進捗して
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
白い船長いました。
What a macabre souvenir.
これ何なんだろう結局。ほら、けど。
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I know that Charles Hawkins was descended from a family of ship owners, and the island's fishing industry was hit badly.
Indeed, we specialized in whaling, but no whalers went out to sea after the miraculous catch of 1847.
So where did the Hawkins family get its money?
Well, from what Charles inherited, I presume. Although, these dates on the manifests could indicate that he had contracts of another kind.
With whom, I wonder? I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
キャットは何なんだろう。
I was looking at your photograph. One of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
あれ義足だったのか。
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
I don't have time to play guessing games. I'm investigating the death of a whole family.
You're right. It belonged to Charles Hawkins.
I see. That explains those loading manifests. Too bad I can't get much out of them. I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Let the police do their work. The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
They seem to be very agitated about a dead animal.
You're telling me? These fools think that putting the whale back in the water will bring about the end of the world.
They're superstitious.
If only you knew. They only listen to Captain Fitzroy. And not always. And you. What brings you to our island?
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
I like you, so I'll be frank with you. Don't go near the place. Don't try to get in.
Why?
Because I told you so. Learn to accept some friendly advice. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't. Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy. Cops, they can't understand. Damn stupid idiots. Get it. Nobody listens to us anyway. That's no way to treat an omen. Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming.
子っぽいな。え、ダメだった。ダメだったの？
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
え、ダメじゃん。え、まさかの？そうだよね、調査だよね。えやらかし問題じゃない？やらかしてんね。やらかしてんね。そっか。あれ塞がれてるね。
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I've never heard of this saint. Is it a local belief?
But everyone knows St. Brendan, the Navigator.
He's the patron saint of whales and whalers.
What happened to the statue?
Go see for yourself. He's at the end of the jetty.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to dark water?
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you-know-who.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it shut.
Where we don't have a clear conscience.
Quiet. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaps. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
Gentlemen, you have a problem.
What? Who do you take yourself for, stranger?
Your boss is very unhappy with your work.
Oh yeah? You're bluffing.
She said those knuckleheads are incapable of staying at their post.
Darn it.
You think he's telling the truth?
We'll find out. Prove that you really know Cat.
ああ、なるほどね。
It's risky to question my word. I wouldn't like you to get cut with a certain Italian knife.
Okay. You've convinced us.
And it's she who sent you?
ちょろすぎるじゃん。
What do you want from us?
I have to take a look inside the Hawkins warehouse. Leave me alone, and I'll put in a good word for you with Cat.
Okay, it's a deal.
ちょろ。なんだこれ。
Let's see.
ああ、開かないじゃん。開くの？
Perfect.
どういうこと？
Oh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case? What happened here? Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? It smells as bad as it looks. Can't sleep. I know how that feels. What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here? Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
Eh? 出れなかった。ん？まだ足りないね。どれが必要なんだろう。あ、これ手に入れれない。なぜ？あれ？これ、OK なのかな。ぐるぐる回っちゃってる。
Someone has settled in here.
ああ、そういうこと？
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! You again. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
へえ。
You sent your men away. I see only one overweight police officer and one hard man.
How dare you? I am a representative of the law.
Relax. Look what I found. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way.
なんだかんだでなんかよくわかんない。
Andrews, would you please shut the door? Open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again.
キャットクルー。
This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing on my turf? I've got my eye on you. We'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
これやらかしたな。フィアンスは、フィアンスは倉庫の侵入に成功した。廃墟と思われたこの場所に驚きがあった。最近使用された形跡と反証した絵画、ブラッドリー巡査が調査に割って入ったが、ピアンスは協力してくれるよう説得した。警察官は探偵をホーキンス邸に送り届けてくれるという。地下通路に行けなかった。
Well, here we are, Hawkins Mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
You're talking about Winchester?
That's right. The Hawkins' old caretaker. Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though, he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go, right?
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
Recently fallen. It's as if all life has abandoned the place.
知らんかった。 天使の像。天使。あ、これか。
1693. This house is much older than it seems, but the architecture seems too recent.
OK。曲か。曲かもしれない。
Poor kid.
子供。
Someone must really hate Charles Hawkins.
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Do you know if Charles Hawkins had any enemies?
Not to our knowledge. He was a well-respected personality on the island. I don't understand. Silas would never have let such a thing happen.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary? And steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas doing such a thing. Let alone allowing it. Even that broad baker is above that. Lord,
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. The caretaker takes great care of these graves.
あといいんだっけ。良い。良いね。
Poor kid. 'Sturdy and well sharpened.
研いでおる。あれ？ここじゃないのか。 ん？どこだっけ？
Sturdy and well sharpened.
あ、なんだ、あるじゃん。
The axe is gone.
そんな一瞬で斧なくなる。
This entrance is still in use.
Whoa! You were trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on dark water.
Give me that.
おお、取れる。強。
Control yourself, old man.
You've got guts, you little bastard.
You and I have got some talking to do.
Understood. I'm listening.
The police report describes a domestic accident, but Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
No, I can't let you in. The mansion isn't safe.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
You're no match for me, Winchester. Stop.
You win, you crook. Take this damn key before I change my mind. Go on, then. Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
What now?
いつなんだろう。
This gate is locked.
ここなんかあんのかな。管理人の小屋。とはなんもない。登れるんだ。ああ、赤経路って感じ。え、なんだ、開かないのか。
Rather Spartan. The caretaker has simple tastes. I know a thing or two about solitude myself. Bourbon. Empty, of course.
謎セーブじゃん。何のためのセーブだったんだ今の。
Piers, shall we enter? I'm with you.
ピアースとブラッドリー巡査はホーキンス邸の庭園を探索した。家族は敷地の墓地に葬られ、サイラス・ウィンチェスターが守っている。今も主人への忠誠心を捨てず、斧を手にこの場所を見守り続けるダメだ見守り続ける。年老いた数人であるピアースとブラッドリーは彼をなだめることに成功し、ホーキンス邸の鍵を受け取るのだった。二人は建物に入って火事現場を探した。読むの難しい。どうしようか。
Follow me. I know the place. Who left this light on?
何がいいんだろう。これ円卓じゃなくない？
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me? What kind of meat is this? This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins.
やべえ肉食って切れるでしょ。やべえ肉食って切れて。
The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor.
少年が落としました。
Sarah Hawkins didn't eat. Was it because of the meat or something else? Something happened at this table. An argument?
Hey, Piers. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
Let's see if I can
Silas
find
managed to
something
bring
the
the fire
cops
under
missed.
control, but it was already too late for the law.
The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others? They had a fight. Why? Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How? Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker? Did it stop at the time of the fire?
なんかあるか。
Did someone escape the fire?
なんかあったっけ。
If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn? Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee.
ご主人が逃げた後なのか。あ、燃えてたよね。
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
Much of this evidence simply contradicts the investigation's findings.
Really? Tell me about it.
It would seem at least one person fled the crime scene.
What'd you say?
That mark on the door. Someone's hand slid down there. The left side has no mark. The door was open and that someone left.
For God's sake. I mean, if it's Charles or Sarah, they wouldn't have left their son.
They would rather die in the flames as a family instead of calling for help? I don't buy it.
Oh, yeah?
I was under the impression the fire started around midnight.
Yes, Silas banged on our door around 1 a.m. Poor devil ran so hard he was almost belching his lungs out.
This clock burned before 10 p.m.
That's impossible. What you imply? Silas never would have hurt the Hawkins family. Besides, Dr. Fuller confirmed the hour of death in his report. Your clock must have already have stopped.
Honestly, you don't find that suspicious?
That's troubling, I have to admit. But I trust Silas. And Dr. Fuller is an authoritative figure. The mainland folks are damned envious that he's here with us. A brilliant surgeon, and a friend of the family. I'm sure he took the matter to heart. I see no reason to doubt his word.
So be it. Let's move on. I can tell where young Simon was, but not his parents. Where were their bodies found?
I can't help you on that one. Charles and Sarah's bodies had already been carried away when I got here.
Without your authorization? By whom?
Marshall, Andrews, Chief West. We never deal with cases like that, you know. So... well...
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
What's your theory?
I suspect a crime of passion.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
This door is locked. These bandages are covered in dried blood. But whose? The lyrics of the drunken sailor, a sea shanty. The lyrics of the drunken sailor, a sea shanty.
降りればいいのかな。上がなんもないってこと？ああ、繋がってんだ。
This place was falling apart long before the fire. Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic. This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music. Greek mythology. Hecate, goddess of the dead, daughter of Tartarus, and mother of Scylla.
Ah, 走ったら消えるんだ。なるほど。
There's something disturbing about this painting.
おー、ラスト との絵っぽいっちゃいっぽいのか。
20,000 leagues under the sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep. What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police? Locked. The boys' room. A child's fort. What threat was Simon protecting his world? Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed. What was wrong with this family? What? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him.
Hmm? なんだ？なんかあるっけ？
What will her room reveal about her?
え、なんかあるっけ？ん？え、どういうことだろう。なんかあるっけ？え？え、なんだ？
Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated resorting to such a treatment. This padlock is too complicated for me.
俺には難しすぎるとかあんだ。え、待って。大丈夫？
This door is locked.
どういうこと？ここが事務所。
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold.
あ、空鬼。出た、空鬼。
It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why.
これあれでしょ？結構ある。今までの要素が。
Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? What was she trying to achieve? Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried. It seems she wasn't giving any signs of life. Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other. The door is blocked on the other side. Bradley? Is that you?
Ah, で開いてるんや。
Is anyone there?
Ah, 相談の人がいて、唐突にランプを入手するけど。
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
I'll cover you.
This door is blocked from the outside. An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818. This door was closed earlier.
ああ、そっか。閉まってたのか。 さっき調査したとこかな。
Where did he go?
Must have got out some way.
No, he was here. I'm sure. They look like Celtic runes. Charles must have brought them back from one of... It looks like an old Seaway map.
ケルトのルーン、オイル。
Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well. I wonder who... The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor. This panel is movable.
パネル開けて
Cotton must find a way to activate the...
起動しまおえ、強っ
Damnation.
あ、ダメか
I can't budge these gears. I need a tool.
あ、欲しいな。
As if the bookcase has been moved several times. This globe seems to have been part of some mechanism.
なんだっけ。忘れたわ。
Seems like this came from a log. There must be a link with the Seaway map.
これ以外に何かあったっけ。あったっけ。
It looks like a freehand map of dark water. Certain areas have been highlighted. I wonder why. The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor. Have you seen the old maritime maps on Charles Hawkins' desk?
Strange. No ship has left Darkwater shore for years.
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log. There must be a link with the Seaway map.
3353 3353 3353
Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Doesn't work. I must have missed something. This Dr. Fuller, was he Sarah Hawkins' therapist?
ここじゃないのかな。どこ?
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818.
医学進捗したけどバールがなくない？かないけどね。テーブルと椅子か。どういうこと？下にある。どこのこと言ってんだろう。
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818.
R ないよね。ないよね。取り逃したのかな。迷ってる。
Was Charles Hawkins some kind of explorer? Too much rubble. I'll find an easier way. They seem happy, but Charles is already looking off into the future. His marriage just to stop along the way. Sarah Hawkins and little Simon. The perfect picture of the middle-class family.
迷ってる。ないよね。
As if the bookcase has been moved several times. There must be a link with the Seaway map.
3353 3353だけどさ、あれ違った。マジ
Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
ああ、違う違う違う。
Looks like it worked.
はい。
Well done, Pierce.
なんか失敗っていうか回収しきれなかったっぽい。いや、今度でも でたのか。
Secret pass.
よし、終わりまーす。お疲れさっさっす。お疲れさっさっす。